I feel like, Nick, there's like so much struggle in the country going on, right? Like
Mm.
so many people need a voice, and they're struggling with lots of things that they keep internally. And so mental health, physical health has been top of
Mm.
mind for me, not only for myself, but for everybody else, and kind of raising awareness around that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just been a big struggle. You can see it throughout, whether it's in the media or on TV or anything. I don't know, it really bothers me, and I want to try to make an impact there.
That's actually a really good. I didn't think you were going in that direction when you started. I thought we were going to talk about election season, which is just everywhere. But hey, that impacts everyone's mental health too. But no, I agree with you. And one thing I've noticed for myself as someone who, and I want to get into your, mental health experience too. But someone who has been battling depression since I was like 5 years old is when I start remembering having these feelings.
Uh-huh.
And it's like the seasonal piece is coming. And yesterday, I think, was our last day where the sun's going to be out past 6 p.m. And I'm waking up, at 6:30, and the sun's not out, and it's dark until like 7:30. And I'm just like, here we go.
Yeah.
And it's such a, you combine that with everything going on in the world and, the struggles in the economy and inflation and jobs. Like I know so many people that have lost their jobs recently. It's that time of year in corporate world.
Yeah.
It's just no wonder
Slashing.
everyone's struggling. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just awful.
Yeah, so it's interesting because of my background. I know a lot of the statistics on like depression and divorce and suicide, and it's all around the holidays. It's always around the Thanksgiving, it's around the New Year, it's around Christmas or Hanukkah, any kind of big events right at the end of the year. It's
Yeah.
it's always just surrounded by that, and people start to get in that mindset of like, oh my gosh, it's the end of the year. What am I going to do? Or they have memories from growing up or family. My mom passed away unexpectedly in 2008, and
Mm.
Christmas was a big thing for her. And so whenever, I mean, I have three daughters, and whenever Christmas rolls around, I love it for them. And I love it for me and being around family. But there's always that deep stomach feeling for me that, it's different, even though it was so long ago.
But if you think of it in perspective, it's not that long ago over the lifespan of your life where you did have your mom and you
Yeah.
weren't, so it is kind of
Yeah,
like,
it's true.
yeah. Now,
Yeah.
do you feel that like impacts you significantly over the holiday times, or do you feel more like it's just kind of lingering, but you kind of go about it
I
not
feel
really
like
impacting?
it impacts me a lot during Christmas that we celebrate, as well as Thanksgiving, because those were two
Yeah.
big holidays growing up that we had lots of family and lots of friends and like big meals and lots of activity and just a lot of love and fun around that. And
Hmm.
it definitely impacts me still, for sure.
Yeah, I can imagine. And then it's just, I feel that way too. It's like the whole, from the week of Thanksgiving until like the second week of January, I always feel like I'm in a haze of some sort,
Yeah.
going through the motions, not really, engaged. And then the reflecting on the year and the thinking about the next year and the sort of like like I have to be careful because my dad listens to this sometimes now, but I feel like my family really stresses me out sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's really like a lot of time there. Like everything is, it's great now because my nephew's there, but
Mhm.
otherwise it just sometimes can be just exhausting, the whole process of all of it.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. I think so. To back up as well, my parents got separated a year before my mom passed. So we went through
Mm.
that whole ordeal with separation and divorce. And in the state of Virginia,
Jeez.
it's a 12-month process to be legally divorced.
Jeez.
And then that happened all of a sudden. So it was like one thing after another. Um,
That's awful.
but like you were saying during the holidays, like it's tough. This is the first Thanksgiving that we're not going to have family over at our house. We're actually going to New York City and watching the Nutcracker with our three daughters.
Oh,
And
wow.
so I think I'll probably be in a better headspace because I'm away. I'm in a fun town, lots of energy there, beautiful things, people to see, activities to do. So it's a change up, and I think a lot of people don't
Yeah.
take the time to change up their environment. They're stuck in that same environment.
That's a really, really good point. And that goes to you, something I heard you say on your, I think it was was it Kiss FM that you were on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Kiss. I thought so.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wait a minute, was it? You said there, like, one of the most important things to you is making sure that, like, on the weekends you take time with your family and stuff. So even doing that over the holidays and doing the change of pace is probably maybe a new routine or new tradition that you guys can learn something from.
Yeah. I about 3 months ago, I kind of reset myself because just like a lot of people, you're in that daily like routine of, I work out in the morning, then I come home, make kids breakfast, and then I go get showered, I get ready for the office, I go into the office, I do my meetings, I do that, I go home, then it's kids activities, and it's just all revolving around that. And a lot of, time, I don't do a lot of self-care, like me time. And so I've started to build that in.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I feel like that's one of the hardest things to do too. I get in these, I call it the simulation. I call it Groundhog Day, pick your poison, right? Where it's like, even today I was like, oh my God, I can't believe that, thinking about something. I'm like, I can't believe that was 2 weeks ago. Like, where have the days will just go by if you're not kind of actively participating in your life, one thing, and also doing the things to recharge yourself. So I think it's good that you found, what are some of the ways we're off topic a little bit, but what are some of the ways that you do that self-care and find that time for you?
So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I have a personal trainer from 6 to 7, and a couple of friends of mine join me as well. But I get up at 4:30 or 5 every day, so I can build more hours in my day. Yes, a lot of people.
What time you go to bed?
The same response. I used to go to bed at like 9, and now it's like 10:30, 11.
Oh wow, okay.
So
I'm not a morning person. I'd love to stay up until 2 and then sleep till 10.
Sounds nice.
World's not made for me. World's not made.
But I mean, so it'll be that morning time between 5 and 6 before I go work out. And then I try to do something. Why I stay up a little later now is because, 9:30, once the kids are quiet and in bed, then I try to find my own time. And, I have a very structured routine with running 2 different companies and the one that I just founded a few years ago. I have to be super structured, right? To fill in the day and fill in all the gaps. And, it's morning, it's journaling / meditation, then it's working out, and then it's through the process of just, the day.
Yeah, that's awesome. Structure for me is the same thing, whether it's, working full time, the foundation, the podcasting, all this stuff. If you don't have that structure, nothing will ever get done and you'll just be drowning for some reason. So yeah, good for you. So, well, thank you for sharing that. I didn't expect you to be so personal out of the gate anyway. So that was, I'm grateful for you being comfortable to share that. Cause I think too, as you know, as men, 2 men having a conversation about our self-care routines isn't that common. So I appreciate you being willing to share that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you for listening to this clip from the full episode of Eyes Wide Open. Please like and subscribe for daily clips and new episodes that drop every Tuesday. I appreciate you.